And welcome back to What If Master Roshi Adopted Goku Part 7. Last time on the Dragon Ball Z What If, Frieza had come to Earth, but through the collective efforts of Goku and his friends, handling both Frieza's forces and Frieza as a whole, they ultimately took down Frieza. They also basically let Nappa and Vegeta go this one last time, albeit they had to give up the gravity chamber space pod that Bulma had made initially, studying Goku's original Saiyan pod design plans. Now, this poses a couple things. A, when is King Cold going to find out that Frieza was killed? If he finds out. B, what happens now in that giant year gap? Or giant, actually, it's longer, that year to 3-year gap. And by the way, you'll notice no beard. I made a mistake while kind of trimming it up, and I just decided it'd pretty much be gone with it. It'll grow back. But, sorry, it's a bit warm in here. Think words here. So, what's happening here? Well, I feel as though right now, in between the time Trunks shows up and between, everything else, that, the gang is in that lull period. Roshi is adjusting to his new position as the Earth's guardian, as we established. Goku and Bulma have finally gotten together, and Yamcha got dumped to the wayside. Goku feels bad about it. I'm sorry. He's like, look, man, it sucks. Part of me wants to punch your ass. I was like, okay, you can do that. Going, no, man, I know I totally lose, but I know she's gonna be. I know she's in good hands, man. I trust you, man. Just, God, it sucks. So, yeah, Yamcha's reeling, and they have to get over that. But Bulma and Goku ultimately get together. Now, Bulma does not have Trunks. In this case, at least not right now, but she will eventually have Trunks. So, minor training here and there. But what is happening on the other side of that coin? Well, Vegeta and Nappa are on their way, into space to, go back to what's, one of the Frieza homeworlds, if you will, to kind of, recoup and figure out what's going on. But they realize that this gravity chamber, after training in it for a little bit and figuring things out, says our gravity is 10 times that of Earth. Let's try 20 times. And they try it out, and they train it, and they realize, oh, no, this is a really good method of training. And so they but we could go to Cold and rat him out, but we could just stick around in space for the longest time, because that's on the plants for supplies, and train our asses off until we can just take over the Empire. We could do that. It's like, are you sure, Vegeta? It's like, of course I'm sure, Nappa. And so that's what they're doing throughout pretty much for a while. Now, word eventually does spread that Frieza is gone, especially King Cold just busy doing his thing. Occasionally probably checks in with his son. But he finds that he is not hearing from Frieza as of late. So eventually, he gets in touch with someone. Excuse me. And he finds out that Frieza was killed. He was killed on Earth. It also finds out that there were still survivors, particularly Nappa and Vegeta had survived. And he was wondering why they never reported back. So he sends out the Ginyu Force to go find Vegeta and Vegeta and Nappa, while he himself goes to this Earth and finds out what happened to my little poopsie, my little snickerdoodle. And so, once again, you guys gotta be like, oh God, Roshi! He's like, oh, calm down, King Kai, what's going on? He's like, King, he's coming. Who's coming? King Cold. King Cold, Frieza's father. He's coming. He's finally found out about his son's death. If you thought Frieza was bad, King Cold is beyond anything you can imagine. Ah, damn it all. How long do we have? Like a little bit of Roshi's actual voice comes through. It's like, my best guess, a week. A week? He's coming, even though he's coming from deep space. Well, he probably has more. They probably have more than a week. They probably have, roughly speaking, around maybe 6 months, because he's probably got like one of the better ships. So they again get into some training mode a little bit. Bulma has rebuilt the gravity chamber again, so they can all get trained now in the gravity chamber, which they are finding very useful, because obviously the hyperbolic time chamber, while its conditions can vary and change to create good training environments, they are limited in terms of like gravity and all that, whereas the gravity chamber technically doesn't have an upper limit except what the physical machine can handle. So they're doing a lot of training in that. Ultimately, King Cold arrives. They sense it, but Goku also senses another presence on the planet, and he's like, "Wait, what is that? What's that? What is that power? It's similar to mine, but I can't pick it out, or I don't know what it is." And so I see it's Trunks. So are you Frieza? No, from what I can tell, Frieza wasn't. Was a lot smaller from what I understand. Frieza was my son. Are you the one who killed my son? Uh, so you're the father then. All right then. Where's your? Well, I don't know where your son is, but you'll have to do. And Trunks, proceeds to poke and prod Cold, ultimately though taking him and his forces out very quickly till Goku arrives. Like, go, there you are. And so Trunks takes Goku aside and just, tells him what's going on. And, he says that he's the son of Vegeta and Bulma. It's like, what? So Vegeta, but, oh man. It's like, wait, what's wrong? Well, that means me and Bulma are going to break up at some point. Wait, you and my mother are dating? It's like, yeah, I really like her. I think I might even be in love. I think it might even be in love. Well, but if you're saying, like, what, that can't be. In my time, you guys never got together. Wait, what? And he's thinking about what his Bulma said, and talked about multiverse and the time space continuum and how things don't always work. Because remember, despite the fact that he did go into the past, again, it all depends on what I feel like. I mean, yeah, could I make him the son of Bulma and Goku? Sure. But nothing honestly changes there because it would still be the same effect that it is in the original series where he still alters the past. So, really, I don't see there being much of a difference here. Yeah, the Trunks that we get in this timeline would still be the son of Bulma and Goku. But there's no reason the future Trunks really has to be. And so anyway, he tells him this and that, and ultimately gives them the warning, and he goes and warns everyone about the androids. And he basically gives his medicine. The Bulma's like, don't let me forget to be taking this if the time comes. Oh, I won't. You're not dying on me right now, sucker. We only have just been dating. And so, Goku also realizes, like, I'm gonna have a baby. I'm gonna mix me a baby with you. That's it. So they go on to train. Now, obviously, Goku has Super Saiyan at this point, and eventually Trunks is born as well. Goku has Super Saiyan at this point, and I think one of the big things he spends his time doing is training to master Super Saiyan form. Obviously, he's already got his Akari, he's even got Kaioken, but now Super Saiyan is the big thing he's trying to control. And furthermore, he even I think he experiments with, like, Super Saiyan Ozaru, or trying to use his Akari on his Super Saiyan as well. Surprisingly, he finds the Ozaru Super Saiyan form easier to handle, except for easier physically to handle. The Ikari power-up is just like almost like Kaioken on his Bible Super Saiyan. He can't do it. Or at least not for anything more than like a second or two at a time. But the Ozaru he finds he actually can do, except he stops at one point when transforming when he realizes that he's actually losing control because he hasn't had to deal with this for years. Raditz is also wondering what's going on with that. Raditz, should note, is among the group now. Has also been training quite a bit and has actually finally gotten Akari under his belt. He now knows how to access Akari form, which power-wise probably at this point does put him as the second strongest fighter on the planet. Although the humans have been able to keep up to a decent degree, and Roshi still keeps up his training as well because he is Guardian of the Earth at this point. But Goku's just, I don't know, there's something about that ray, something about the form. It was different than normal ape. I was like, of course it was different, Kakarot. You adding your Super Saiyan powers on there. And he does in a comparison, and Goku's like, oh man, I'm gonna have to try really hard. There's something to that power. I can't really combine the Ikari form into Super Saiyan either. It's too harsh. I understand what you're saying, Kakarot, but be careful. And so they continue training that. And by the end of it, Goku has not mastered Golden Ozaru at that point, because obviously we know where Golden Ozaru leads. He just is like, there's too much like rage or something. There's something just different about that form. Meanwhile, the Ginyu Force completely got wrecked in space because Vegeta and Nappa have been spending at least a year training with their gravity chamber and probably getting that gravity chamber well into the hundreds of times gravity. So Vegeta and Nappa are well and truly beyond the Ginyu Force at this point. Vegeta's probably in the low millions in this power easily. Nappa is probably in the hundreds of thousands. So they quickly make quick work of the Ginyu Force, and they feel confident they might be able to take Cold on. They go back and basically reintroduce themselves to Frieza's Empire, only for them to learn that Cold was killed on Earth again. And they both are surprised by this, shocked that they were powerful enough to take down Cold of all people. But then, there's a smile like, so long as we stay out of their way, so long as we don't bother them, they won't bother us. Nappa. The kingdom is ours. If the prince, no, the king of all Saiyans has returned. It's like, of course, Vegeta. Yes, Vegeta. All right. And so they're now ruling the empire. So with the training, everyone still gets a lot of training. I think even Rad's over 3 years' time is able to hit upon Super Saiyan how it works. Goku and Bulma said, because of when they know when the date is, Bulma's smart enough to know, it's like, okay, buddy, you're going to start taking your medicine now. It's like, what do you mean? I feel fine. Yeah, but he said you died from a heart virus and you haven't got it yet, so we're going to take some preemptive measures. And I think she would also, just in case, not retroactively, what's the term? Taken a pill, analyzed it, recreated the formula. She would have analyzed and recreated the formula, so they would have a steady supply of the stuff. And honestly, this could be where the medicine came from in the future. That Bulma Capsule Corp's the one who made it. So Goku's taking it, and he's fine. So now comes the day of the androids. Goku actually tells Bulma, "You're gonna stay here. I don't care if you want to end up seeing the villains or not, or the androids or not. I'm not letting you and Trunks. I'm not putting you guys in harm, okay?" And Bulma's just like, "Oh, come on, you lovable log," and she gives them a kiss goodbye, and they head off. And so, Jiro still plunges his hand through Yamcha, but Goku and the gang go and face off with 19 and Jiro. Now, this is different. Obviously, we don't have Piccolo there as a big thing. We have Raditz instead, who also has Super Saiyan. And then, Goku fires off, starts slow with Akari to test out 19. They're relatively on par with each other, though 19, I think, still edges out Goku. So Goku and, Yamcha does remember to tell them that, hey, be careful. They absorb energy through their hands. So Goku powers up the Super Saiyan and completely overwhelms 19 like he did originally. And remember, Goku was sick with the heart virus, so he was actually much stronger than 19 even from the get. So Goku ultimately basically pulls the Vegeta and just wastes him. 19 still puts up a good fight and maybe does steal a bit of Goku's energy, but he does still put his arm through, basically pull a Jiro on Yamcha and just put his arm through 19. Jiro's like, Jiro's getting ready to kind of step in, but then Rad's, his face steps into, he's like, if you want to go after Kakarot, you're going to have to go through me first. And so, it's Goku, it's all of them, and Jiro basically hightails that, and he's hiding, he's trying to get to 17 and 18. I think, however, unlike before, where, they eventually were able to find him, I think he's able to basically hide, and because they can't sense his power, get to his base. Unfortunately, I do think they find the base, but just as 18 and 17 wake up. They wake up, they take out Jiro, decapitate his ass, and it's like, that was interesting. Anyway, you must be, you're the one. Hey, sis, guess what? We get the doctor gets to have his wish fulfilled after all. It's like, so, how you want to do this, big man? And Goku is actually like, he can't sense their energy, obviously, but he can tell this is not the same scenario he was in. It's like, let's take this somewhere else. And, they square off, and 17's just looking at 17 or 18 are squaring off, and it's like, so, which one of us gets you first? And Goku just goes full Super Saiyan. Doesn't matter to me. And Rad shows up too. She's like, you really want to go? You really want to? Both people want an opponent. I'm sure we can make that happen. And so Goku and Radz are facing off against 18 and 17. Now this is very key. We know Vegeta, even at full power, could barely put up an actual fight once 18 got serious. And 17 is more powerful than 18. Now Goku obviously can tell, though, despite not sensing energy, that 17 is the stronger of the two. So that's 17. Now Goku, like power level wise at this point, Goku is stronger than his canon counterpart. I have no reason to doubt that. Raditz is probably closer to Vegeta's power level in canon, which means so they go toe to toe. Now Goku, I feel like for 18 and Raditz, it is very much the Vegeta 18 fight, minus the fact that Raditz isn't anywhere near as rude as Vegeta, so she doesn't belittle him as bad. Trunks is finally there as well, and he's shocked. He's like, no, we're too late. Dad, be careful. Dad is like, oh crap. Meanwhile, Goku is struggling against 17. Again, he's stronger, certainly, but I still think it's an equivalent of 18 and Vegeta. Maybe a little bit more in Goku's favor than that fight was. Goku's certainly he's still the better fighter between the two, but 17's energy output, the fact he's got an infinite energy, stamina, all that, he's just unable to, really put any lasting damage in there. And Goku is just struggling against this guy. And, the fight is continuing. Goku's, fires Kamehameha. It doesn't work. But he risks, though, using Kaioken and Super Saiyan. And for a brief moment, he can do it. Like I said, it lasts maybe only a second or two before he just starts to wreck him. But he lands a good straight, shot, cracks 17 straight jump, puts him in the ground, even hits 18. After, Rad's just like, wait, guys, hold on, guys, quick Senzu beans. And Radz takes one, and even Goku's like, oh yeah, we need them. And they're good, and Radz actually gets a bit of a Zenkai. Goku's also gets a little bit of Zenkai. 17, 18 both get. I was like, oh god, okay, I see how it's gonna be. These guys want to play hardball. You ready, sis? Oh, I'm ready. And so they go again, but now they're taking it more seriously. But they're finding that Radz 18's finding Raditz is actually stronger for some reason now. Like, he's actually putting up a better fight, is able to get some shots in on her now. And Goku is faring much better against 17. Despite the fact they have infinite stamina, they don't have infinite endurance, or durability, I should say. They can still take damage, and that, I think, is why the whole, 17 was kind of winded in his fight with Piccolo, is because they are technically still human. They're not androids, they're cyborgs. So they do still breathe and stuff like that. They can still be out of breath, technically speaking. But as they are, fighting it out again, and Goku's faring much better, Rad's faring better, but still generally losing fight as the fight continues into a battle of attrition. No one is sensing the power that's creeping up because the power is suppressing itself. And the power is looking on, it's like, I wondered if it could be my brother and sister. And Goku here, and all of them, to witness my perfection and all of a sudden he just steps out and his power is revealed. Everyone senses it, and even 18 and 17 stops like, what the hell is it? It's sublime. Hello, everybody. And Cell has shown up. Now, Cell, Cell, we know, Piccolo actually could have handled Cell when he first met Cell. Cell just used some tricks to get away. However, afterwards, he absorbed so many people that his power was enough that even Piccolo was going to struggle against him. Like, Piccolo couldn't win outright against him. And we know Piccolo's power is the same as 17's. And right now, I don't think Cell is as strong as that, but he is strong enough, I think, to be able... he won't completely manhandle 17 or 18, but I think he still is stronger. I think he was still naturally stronger than 17 anyway. As weird as it is to say, I think it's just his energy does depend. He has his base energy, and it depends on how many people he's drinking. So, 17, 18. It's so good to finally meet you, brother, sister. It's like, who is this? Who are you? Oh, that's right. You can call me Cell, the perfect final last experiment of the good doctor. I assume he is no longer with us. Oh, may he rest in peace. But for he gave birth to the perfect being, me. And he just... but for me to be perfect, for us to be perfect, we must be joined, brothers, sister, siblings.
We will be one, and we shall take our revenge for the good doctor, kill Goku and anyone who stands in our way, and be the strongest being in the world. What do you say? Join me. And like he's trying to be like the whole seductive. We could be perfect together. Yeah, no, and 17, 18, Goku and Raditz. I was like, it's like, look, Trippy told we really never actually had it, and he actually looks and goes like, look, honestly, we never really had anything against you, but the doctor kind of designed us for one thing, and we just kind of that's all we ever knew. It wasn't anything personal. It was just really just kind of boredom. It's like Goku actually like, I can kind of get that. When I'm bored too, I like to fight people. Why do you have to kill me? Oh, again, doctor, all that rallying your brain for years. But seeing as this Bugman's kind of freaking us out here, truce? Yeah, truce. And Cell's just like, not good. Because he realizes, like, he's got Tien on Krillin, Trunks, Goku, Raditz, 17, 18. He's like, and he's like, Solar Flare! But they don't realize yet. It's like, and 17, he's like, oh, what's up? Got you, brother. Just, absorb, sucks him up. And then, as he's transforming, they can sense the power. Their vision finally just, clear. Because Cell realized, I can't beat all these guys. I'm not that strong. He's, it clears, and I see semi-perfect Cell. Oh, that's better. Now, just for you, sister, time for me to suck you up. What? I know what I'm about. And they sense this guy's power. It's like, holy crap. And, they're coming. Trunks comes in. Cell's now just whipping their ass away. Just, Goku's like, Pah! Oh, Goku, you'll just give me a moment to get a bit more to slip into a form more comfortable. I'll be happy to kill you afterwards. Raditz just like grabs him in like a half dozen. Is that really all you can do, Raditz? And all of a sudden, Raditz like, oh, delicious. I really haven't had much Saiyan in me. Oh, it's Raditz in there. She's like, Kakarot. Do it! There's only one way to take him out. He's just, and they can just see it because Raditz, even though he's wearing new clothes, wears enough lack of layers that you can see him just turning like in the goobs, like redheads, and so just blast Goku. No, redheads, brother. Do you know the only thing you have that can you can wish me Dragon Balls, and you just go, and Roshi's just like, dear God, dear me in heaven. What is this monster? Korn's like, not good. And even Kami's just like, or Roshi is just, not Roshi. King Kai is like, this being, oh no, this is bad, very bad. And Goku's just like, finally like, realize like, he just killed his brother. Oh, delicious. Yeah, do a little DBZ bridge. Oh, that's that good shit. Suck it, Kale, you Bush League superfood. So Goku's just there. Just even all that training with Roshi under Kami, under King Kai, seeing his brother just drunk like that, just being drank, being consumed like that, just you monster. Oh, what are you going to do, Goku? There's nothing you have. Your Super Saiyan, your little Kari, your Kaioken, your Super Saiyan. I know all of these. You know why? Because the good doctor designed me with all of your abilities. In fact, all of your abilities and all the knowledge of your abilities. There's nothing you have that I don't. No, that's me. No, you're in the way of my perfection. All of a sudden Cell stops and he feels the power just skyrocketing. I won't let you. All of a sudden, Goku's hair, Super Saiyan hair, grows wilder and spiky and just grows longer. All of a sudden, the hair grows all over his body and his size increases. It's like, oh crap, guys, he's gonna do it. It's like, wait, what's Goku? What's Dad doing? I don't remember this. And Tien realized what is it. Hey, you! Hey, Tien, get out of here! Get out of here now! And 18's like, don't have to tell me twice. And I was like, and there he is again in all of his glory,
Super Saiyan Golden Ozaru, basically. Super Saiyan Golden Ozaru. Super Saiyan, let's call him Super Saiyan Ozaru. I actually kind of like that. Golden Ozaru is good too, but Super Saiyan Ozaru actually rolls off the tongue pretty well. So Super Saiyan Ozaru. And even Cell's like, what is this? Boom! Just it gets smacked straight into a cliffside. Goku's no longer talking like he could in his normal form. He's now just boom. Luckily, his RH is focused on Cell's. You birthed. Boom! And they're now clashing. And then the power is just boom. Giant explosion. Grabs Cell. Cell tries to boom. Tries to and just. Tries to drink him, and Goku suddenly realizes, Ape Goku realizes, and just crushes them. Fortunately, the regeneration means he can survive, but actually, he doesn't have the regeneration. I apologize. He doesn't have Piccolo cells. I just remembered. Sorry, I was so busy remembering Cell that I forgot that. Oh no, this version of Cell would not have Piccolo cells. I imagine. Although you can make an argument because of all the messed up timelines, he still could. But let's say Goku he tries to crush Saiyan, but Cell's just like, crap, and just gets out of there. So Cell's like, solar, blast energy. Again, Kamehameha! And Cell's just like, what is this? What are you? It's like, Dad! And unfortunately, he catches, Goku's attention and just swings at, Trunks. Like, Dad, it's me, it's Trunks, please, come to Goku, please. And despite all of his warnings, Bulma and Trunks showed up. It's like, Bulma, what are you doing? I just wanted to, I wanted to see for myself what was going on, guys. You guys were taking forever. Like, Mom, you shouldn't be here. Mom? He's like, you're my son from the, and Bulma sees Goku there, just Goku? It's like, yeah, it's okay, honey. Daddy's fine, right? Oh, Goku, what will you do about your family? It's like, and he does see it, and Goku sees it. Goku! And then Goku, think GT a little bit, but that, because it's like almost time stops for Goku, and he sees it, and he's like, he just moves. That part of his brain that remembers like who he is and his family, all that, snaps back on. Just unfortunately, Cell is like fully blasting these guys, and Goku does have to take his. I will kill you dead. Batteries run low, but I'm almost done. I will. Forget being perfect at the moment. I just want to kill you. And because he's got Krillin cells in him too, he just charges a giant destructo disc ready to slice Goku. That's it. Goku, please get up, honey, please. I love you. Just, please, you gotta save us. Like, you always save us first. And Goku again just. And he sees Bulma there trying, and he sees his son. And just, what are you doing? The power starts, just it's still fluctuating, it's still going up, but he's shrinking back down, and he's like, I've had enough of this. This disc. And this giant disc of death comes, and the power. Goku finally just boom, and the energy just boom blasts the destructive disc. Like, what? Oh, and then they're standing there. It's obviously, we call it Super Saiyan Primal because he never reached Super Saiyan 3, but Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So that is going to be the end of part 7. I got through a lot in this chapter. Went almost 30 minutes. But I feel like we got a lot done, accomplished quite a bit. Until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you for part 8 next week. Thanks for watching. Hit that bell if you want to be notified. And also any ideas for who would win Star Wars Super Magic, what if anything with the channel, Pokemon, Lantern Corp videos, Zanpakuto videos, put down in the comments below. Let me know. I'll get to that at some point. So I got the box office and a Pokemon video tomorrow. That's it. Till then, later.